All right, Jose, welcome to the Cybertruck. This is fitted with the $20,000 badge, the Foundation Series, which
can't get one of those on the Rivian.
No, you cannot.
No.
That's right. That is a Tesla specific feature.
Yes.
But in all seriousness, this is my brand new Cybertruck. We have 70 miles on it now. So yeah, I let my dad drive it yesterday, and I couldn't get him out of it, which is shocking because he's not a Tesla guy. But it's pretty awesome. What are your first thoughts in this truck?
Yeah, so this is the first time sitting in one where I'm about to drive. But like seeing it out and about, like, first of all, like I like the inside. Like, this is spacious. The massive glass roof is awesome. The windshield is just insane. How far up there everything is. I mean, it's just massive. And I know people have said this countless of times at this point, but it is huge. Big blind spot right here, but I mean, who cares? I think it's fine. I like the mirror. I like the glass over there. But yeah, so I put it in drive, and this is gonna be my first time driving the Tesla Cybertruck. I've never driven a drive-by-wire vehicle. Obviously this is the first one, so let's check it out and see how this goes.
Yeah, and to be clear, you've seen Cybertrucks, you've sat in a Cybertruck,
Yes.
but you have not driven.
Nope.
So this will be your first drive.
It will be my first drive.
And this is a long-range all-wheel drive, not the Cyber Beast.
Unfortunately, yeah, Justin couldn't afford it, so no, I'm joking. No, this one's great.
He's broke. I'm still broke at this one.
It's
so.
the $20,000 badge, so let's take a peek here and see how this works. So, Squircle.
Yeah, we're calling it, so it's a wheel and a yoke, so it's woke, is
Okay.
what I've been told we're calling it.
Oh, that.
So it's woke. I don't know if
turns.
that's a good...
I don't either. Look at that sexy vehicle over there.
What is that? It's a good thing they put that in the grass,
Wow,
away from all the
that's
nice vehicles.
So, first off, holy cow. This
By the
thing
way, though, in
turns.
all seriousness, your truck looks so good.
Thank you.
I love that wrap. What do you think of that steering, huh?
This is... I don't even have to turn the wheel. This is insane.
So before you take off, show people, turn it all the way left and turn it all the way right while we're sitting here. That's how far it goes.
This is
It doesn't go any farther.
This is it.
And it's got a adaptive multiplier, basically. So the faster you go, the less the wheel will turn as you're turning it. And like right here, you barely touch that wheel and it turns the wheels. So it just actually...
I haven't made a turn yet, so I'm going to do this.
Yeah, just don't curb the wheels.
Holy cow.
And four-wheel steer, too.
That is insane.
Yeah.
I love... So first off, I'm all for a digital mirror. Many years ago, I had a Chevy Bolt. That was my first electric car. It had a digital mirror. And to me, it's crazy that no cars today... Like, my Rivian doesn't have one. So I like that a lot. And first time also driving a Tesla without stocks. Okay, I don't hate it. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, I have to get used to which one is which, but it's not the end of the world.
And now in the X, the wheel turns a lot.
Yes,
so
I could see
this
that being a
one,
problem.
with it not turning all the way around, those turn signals aren't quite as bad of an issue as it is in some of the other Teslas that people think about. It's not too bad in this car. And the horn has been relocated. It's back in its intended location, which is nice.
Don't understand why that changed. Yeah, no, I mean, just some things you don't sometimes. This review mirror is godforsaken useless. I mean, first of all, obviously the tonneau is closed, so we can't see.
I've got to have something for
But,
size comparison.
I
Here we go.
mean-
Hang on, look at this. So for size comparison, just for people to see, like, so here's my phone, and then you can see it's about half the width of my phone. It's tiny.
So this steering wheel is very weird. So I'm used to usually driving one hand. Usually like this. Sometimes I'll drive like this. First off, you don't have to, like, you look at it and everything moves. Like, that is just instant feeling. That's pretty cool. I like that. No feedback. A little bit of feedback on the wheel. I feel it. A little vibration. That's not terrible.
I'm gonna put this in sport mode to give you a little bit more of a feel for what the car is trying to do, because that'll change some of, like, the throttle and the steering a little bit.
Yeah, we're kind of in traffic here, but
Yeah.
forward a little bit.
At some point, we'll be able to floor it from a standstill.
Sure.
And it's
It's fast.
oh yeah.
Yeah, again, I'm just obsessed. I mean, Tesla does software really freaking good. And I'm obsessed with this. I love that mirror. And this, holy cow, I can't get over how nimble this drives. And just like, you look at the steering wheel the wrong way and it will turn. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that really good. Like, it just drives so, like a sports car. I haven't driven many sports cars, but I imagine that's how they drive.
And you can also, if this is too small, if you put it over here, you get a bigger mirror.
You have a sticker there.
Yeah, I'm not taking that off. That's staying there forever.
My OCD is driving me crazy.
Like, did you look at this one too?
Oh.
Don't you dare touch.
Okay, lights. I was like, what is this? Okay. So.
No animals were harmed in making this fake suede headliner, which is nice.
Yeah, I like it. I like this. I like it. I mean, I'm going to say I like it, but I do. I don't care for the way this truck looks like outside, fully. Like, I think the front looks really cool. All the other angles are not my cup of tea. And that's just my opinion. The inside, 11 out of 10. Love it. Like, it's just great. And because it reminds me of a Tesla. Like, this is a Tesla. And, you know, I had a Model Y before the Rivian and loved it. And this is what reminds me, just a little bit bigger. I just can't get over how big this windshield is. And I can't even see the nose of the truck. I mean,
yeah, and you were making fun of me earlier, asking me how I reach up there because of my height difficulties.
I'm 6'3", and I had an issue reaching up there. So let's just talk about that for a second.
It's big,
but it is big. It is hard. You know, I like this. It's not bad. I thought I wouldn't like this.
The woke.
Careful using that word around here. Yeah, no, I like that. I like this.
Yeah.
This now. Okay, I hear some wind noise. Coming from my Rivian, I have plenty of wind noise to complain about. There's no doubting about it. That's the territory that comes with an electric vehicle.
Where do you suspect that wind noise would possibly be coming from?
No, I hear it. It is definitely coming.
Where do you possibly think that could be coming from?
You know, if I had to guess, it's the mirror, the little tiny mirror. No, it is that wiper. The cyber wiper is making a ton of noise. Yes. I hear it. It's like you can hear it. You know, I've watched plenty of other content, Kyle's videos from out of spec, all that, and you know, I understand that putting the wiper down flat is not ideal. I can only imagine that increases drag substantially. You
can almost feel it on the highway.
Really?
It's mental, of course, but
I won't run it because we just washed the car. But
no, hit it.
Where is it?
Just hit that once. Yep.
Oh, it is vibrating.
Oh yeah. I'll zoom in and see if you can tell.
Oh.
And we're doing 63.
Yeah.
So
how do you put it back up?
You gotta wait.
Oh.
So there's two ways to do that. You can either hit that one more time, and when the prompt comes up, I can turn it off, and then it'll go up.
Okay. Oh, are you sure?
There we go. Yeah, I've been working on it.
So, I just gotta say, it's hard to express this in video format. First of all, I can see in my side view mirror somebody in a Honda Odyssey there taking photos and video. So I feel like I am that guy. That's really, I don't hate the attention. My wife hates it, so I'm an attention loving guy. But when the wiper, first of all, it's like vibrating over there. That makes me nervous. But the cyber wiper came down, I suddenly felt an extra force against the truck that just felt odd. So anyways, I guess it belongs up there in the corner, and that's fine. But yeah, there's definitely noise coming from, I imagine there's noise coming from there. Now, you know,
I suspect there's also, as you look around the edge of the vehicle, you can see a channel.
Yep.
Where there's basically a gap between the panels and the subframe, and I'm sure that's a contributing factor as well. But that cyber wiper is something else.
So we'll come up to this light up here, and we'll make a U-turn because I'm intrigued to test out a U-turn.
Yeah. Actually, if you pull here and wait for traffic to stop, you can get around and come to a stop and launch it. You should be able to do that, and it's fun to do that. So we'll sit here for a couple moments while traffic comes. We're not gonna wait.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Do it. Hit it, baby. And it's like,
Yeah, it's fast.
it's impressive. Like you're in a quad though, so you're 3.5 seconds 0 to 60, right?
Yeah,
So,
it is fast. Now I have thicker all-terrain tires on mine that are not stock, so they're LT tires, so they're heavier. So that my 0 to 60 is definitely lower, but still it's fast. Like I love it. Nothing is more amazing to me than the sound of electric motors kicking in and just like that's.
Which is a rarity in a Tesla, if we're being honest. You usually can't hear the motors. I love how you can actually finally hear the motors.
I like that sound. It just sounds great. Also, that U-turn back there was phenomenal. It's like driving. So many years ago, I used to drive a Mini Cooper, funny enough. And it was a Countryman, the bigger boy.
You're a tall guy for a Mini Cooper.
Yeah, I know. I worked at Apple. I went through a phase. and so that thing turned like spot on, like it was perfect because it was so tiny, but that is what this feels like driving. Like this is what that felt like when it was making a U-turn. I just love watching other people. Okay, so I've seen people comment on this. It is dangerous.
It is dangerous.
We are not the dangerous people here. It's everybody else. People are taking videos like that person in that 40 Transit or Ford Transit van was swerving lanes because they were trying to get their phone out of it. I'm just watching people do this. Now tell me, Justin, how do I set autopilot here?
I'm sorry, could you, I didn't hear you.
Sorry, full self-driving? Supervised self-driving.
It's just, there's like a noise over here. I can't hear you.
Okay, that's right. So obviously there are certain things this truck can't do yet. And I mean, there's plenty of content out there, people who specialize in Tesla, who can go into all that stuff. But yeah, you pay a lot of money for this and you don't get autopilot or full self-driving yet. How do you tell me, because you've driven a little bit, how does that make you feel? Owning other Teslas that do.
I'm okay with full self-driving not being ready for this truck for a couple reasons. One of them being, I suspect the four-wheel steer has quite a bit to do with it.
Yeah.
And with the way that the cameras are set up on this truck being slightly different, I think that there's a few things that are playing into that. The one thing though, autopilot, that's frustrating because it's basic autopilot. However, I heard through the grapevine that potentially there is a Cybertruck being driven around right now with autopilot on it.
Wouldn't surprise me, yeah.
So it's got to be imminent, at least for autopilot, and even just autopilot is going to be a big deal because the way that I travel, just having that would be great.
As a Rivian owner, I miss autopilot.
Yeah.
In the Rivian we get driver plus highway assist, which is great on mapped roads because unfortunately it's only on mapped roads and it works pretty flawless on mapped roads. But other than that, we just have standard adaptive cruise control, which doesn't even feature lane keep assist, which drives me a little crazy. So I hope Rivian works on that. I mean, I know some people would be like, oh, I hope Rivian,
hit the brakes.
licenses off.
It's not a GMC. The brakes are a little undersized on this, so if you're not all in regenerative braking to get to the stop you need.
Do you have it high?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, the Silverado has amazing brakes, which
and
it's heavy. I can't believe how well it would smoke this thing in a brake test. Absolutely.
Yeah, my Rivian brakes are pretty good too. And I mean, you've driven an R1T, so you know.
Yeah, I drove across the country.
You did,
I was lucky though. It's interesting hearing your comments about the mapped roads from San Diego to Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
I bet I didn't have access to Driver Plus on the highway for a total of 100 miles.
That's nothing.
Out of well over 2,000.
Yeah.
So it was great. And then, ultrasonic sensors and radar and makes it a pretty smooth experience.
It does.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're still missing. There's still stuff missing.
Yeah.
And so, that's just, I can't, the turning radius.
It's wild.
I'm probably going to hate getting back in my truck now.
Well, and also, so now that we're going slow, this thing turns very different than it did out there, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it glides.
Mm-hmm.
But no, well, thank you, Justin, so much for letting me test drive your Cybertruck. This is awesome. This is pretty cool. Tesla did a really cool job with this vehicle. I haven't done this. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try that out, so that's cool. We'll just put it here. But
it looks so good.
They're two good vehicles. I mean, there's differences in all of these vehicles, and I mean, this is awesome.
It's so
You know, like they can joke with themselves, and that's nice. Yeah, the UI is awesome. This is a fun vehicle. Different vehicles. Silverado's different. The F-150 Lightning is different. They're all different, and that's okay. You know, Justin and I were talking a little bit earlier. There is a need for all these vehicles, and I think we all want to see electric happen. So having options is great. The Cybertruck is not for everybody. The Rivian is not for everybody. That's okay. There's other options out there, but we have them, and this is a crazy looking vehicle. It is not for everybody. I know, like, my wife doesn't like it, and that's okay. But I like it. Will I buy one? No, I'm not gonna buy one. I like my Rivian, and I for what I do with my Rivian, it's great, and that can be another video where we could talk about, you know, why we're, you know, the needs and usage of that. But they did a really good job with it. So
yeah, if you didn't see the outside of this truck and you were based only on driving it and the inside of this thing, I mean, this is a home run. Like you would own this thing.
Yeah.
It is very radical on the outside though, and I always go back to, my dad will never have one of these in his driveway, but he might have an F-150 Lightning.
Exactly.
And that's important.
Yep.
We need those options for everybody.
We do.
And that's what really matters. There's room for a lot of great cars, because not a lot of companies, especially Legacy, are making great cars right now.
Right. No, it's cool. And you know, Rivian is working really hard to make their software and their hardware integrate really well. I think they're still in the early stages and they still have a ways to go, but the team over there is doing a phenomenal job, so I don't want to discredit them. Tesla had a advantage of many years. I remember their early software in the Model S was something to be desired. So, you know, we've gotten much better, and I mean, this is phenomenal. So I think the software works great with the hardware, and as soon as you get autopilot, I think more importantly than full self-driving, autopilot, because full self-driving, probably like you, it's whatever, but autopilot is convenient. This will be perfect. And I think people,
Oh, I also wanted to show you something. I don't know if I had a chance to show this to you though, but so that's a tonneau cover and it's opening. That's what, I don't know if you've ever heard of a functioning power tonneau cover before, but I just wanted to share that with you.
My tonneau cover works. It's powered. Now, it would make it, when it goes through, it goes clunk, 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 clunk.
It's every time it's a gamble if it's going to keep working.
I cross my fingers every time I open my tonneau cover or close it in hopes that it will not break. Yeah. Now, of course, Rivian now has her fixed.
That's right.
So
that's right.
It is.
It's all in teasing.
No, I know.
They have done they've redesigned it.
They have.
Yeah.
But Tesla still did a great job with it. I prefer this so much. And I know that they're saying, oh, it was limitation due to the gear tunnel, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, Tesla did do it. And yeah, we were joking about that earlier. But my front trunk has space for things.
Yeah, this does too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's.
I mean, it's no F-150 Lightning.
I don't have the key card with me. I'd show it to you right now, but
we can press the
no, it doesn't work that way. No? So don't even try.
Look at it. Come on. Oh, look at that. Let's go outside. Let me press this little button here. Let's go sit down in your front.
Actually, you can. It's pretty nice.
Hold on. Should I touch the door?
No. Like this. Yeah. Like you put your palm there, and then you won't have fingerprints. 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks until I get my wrap. An actual 2 weeks.
So, I mean, it's nice to sit on.
Yeah.
Look at me sitting here.
Yeah.
I don't know what the weight limit is, but hopefully it's.
I think it's like 500 pounds.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know that to be true, so don't post that. But it's high. So
I'm not. I don't care. No. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I love my front trunk.
Yeah. This is definitely the smallest frunk of the trucks. And that's, Tesla has always had solid frunks. Yeah. Rivian came around and one-upped it. Yeah. They have awesome frunks. But and then F-150 came and it was like, holy cow. Yeah.
I mean, I think the Silverado EVs.
It's pretty good. It's not as big as the F-150. But it operates very similarly to the F-150. It's just a little bit, I'd say, shallower than that. But we fit all of our stuff in it in the road trip. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say Careful,
watch your fingers and extremities and.
I know a lot of automakers out there say, oh, you know, we don't put front trunks in our EVs because people don't use them. I call that a load of BS, to be honest. I use my front trunk more than anything, and I mean, look at all the storage this vehicle has. So, yeah, when I go to grocery shopping, you know, I'm not an off-road guy. I don't go off-roading a lot, so like I'm gonna use a front trunk for stuff to put things. So, anyways, yeah, I think that's plenty full. I mean, and you've got plenty of other storage.
Yeah.
There's no lack of storage. So,
Yeah. Certainly more storage than a, don't you dare touch. Certainly more storage than a gas equivalent.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, no,
that's the best part about EVs.
It's a pretty good looking truck. Thanks again for letting me drive.
Of course.
I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick different video of me test driving a Tesla Cybertruck. There's plenty of people out there who've driven this, but this is my first time driving one as a Rivian owner who drives one every day. And I really enjoyed it. Not gonna lie, I look forward to driving one again. And yeah, maybe one day I'll own one. I won't.
And that's it for the Tesla tracker, Rivian tractor. Sorry. Thanks for coming out, man.
Thanks for letting me drive it.